travelers, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Today, we're back with Fire Emblem Three Houses. Last time, we finished out the last mission to retrieve the lance relic from Kaitlynn, who is Sylvian's brother, and during the fight, we also witnessed the relic transforming the brother into a monster. The battle was a pretty long one, and we did have some losses of units, so we might need a little bit more practice too. Today, we'll start the new month and see if there are any information that we can gather about Flayn's disappearance. Anyways, let's get started. Alright, we are back at our calendar today. There's not much that we can do outside of exploring, so I guess we can explore. I like how there's a skip button here. I actually didn't notice that until now, but we won't skip that. We will explore. And we'll see what kind of quests we have. So this is still here. Anything you want to tell me? Just one small girl who's gone astray has caused all this. We cannot let this stand. You must do all you can to find out where she's gone. Now ask around to see what information you can find. No time to waste. Thank you for your wisdom there. No stone unturned. Anyone with their information about Flayn's disappearance, please report it to me. Edelgard. I'm looking for someone reliable to make an important delivery. Seeking a expert. And bandits spotted on the usual trade routes. I think we've had this for a little while. That's more for the battles, which we couldn't do today. So just go ahead and explore then. Most of our quests are up here. Maybe we can go ahead and grab the quests first. Go ahead and take a look. Go down the steps here. And we'll run. There's one right here. Please help. Do the quest. Deliver the letter. There's no address, but there's only one person who's always been working as hard. Is not very upfront with his true feelings and has an adorable way about him. Pour my heart out into this letter I'd like you to deliver for me. To whom you ask? Well, he's always working his hardest and not upfront, but he's adorable. Let's go ahead and accept this special delivery. Admiring letter. I wonder if she signed it or not. I think the dorms are this way. So let's go ahead and do that. Spotted Claude and Hilda here. Flayn's gone missing. Where could she be? If it was an ordinary kidnapping, you think there is a demand for ransom or something by now? I don't like the sound of this. I bet she ran away. She couldn't stand being held back by Seth any longer. I can empathize. I know what it's like to have an overbearing big brother. Okay. There is an item here. Let's go ahead and grab that. Silver brooch. Actually, I don't think that word is how you pronounce it. I don't know, I heard it somewhere and it doesn't sound like the way I was pronouncing it, so might have to look that up again. Worried about Flayn. Must begin our search. If she ran off on her own free will, that's her business, but that may not be the case. For her sake, I suggest we assume that she was abducted and begin an investigation. Who benefits from kidnapping her? Let's gather all information we can on anyone who's been acting strangely. Gather clues by talking to different people throughout the monastery. If someone seems suspicious, you can check their room and other places they spend time. If we fail to locate Flayn soon, it will be too late. Let's assume she's been abducted. Alright. That's a lot of, like, the red quest things. Lots of information to gather, it looks like, today, so we will be quite busy. There's one right here, so we can go ahead and do that. No fast travel. There's one right here. So let's go ahead and go down here. There's two people talking here. Dimitri. I thoroughly surveyed the entire monastery, and yet I have not found a single trace of evidence that suggests Flayn was abducted. Perhaps we must seek out personal recounts rather than physical evidence. In any case, we must hurry before something terrible happens. They're all talking about Flayn. I've heard the monastery is full of secret passages. If there's no sign of Flayn's departure, it is possible that she used one of those. Whatever has happened, I hope she's alright. So everyone is talking about Flayn. I guess that makes sense. Lots of items here. Top fishing spots. So we gained some professor levels there for finding these things. Describing sweet treats. Who likes sweets? Slacking on their training. Okay. Where could Flayn has gone? Do you think she's really been kidnapped? I heard Tomas has been going around asking about her, but he's probably just worried like the rest of us. So it wasn't just Flayn, he was asking about you and Captain Joralt too. That's the guy from the library. Lorenz is here. I would deduce what? If Flayn was taken hostage, I expect we would have received demands from the culprit by now. Perhaps it's not a kidnapping at all. Do you suppose she could have simply run away? That's possible, or I don't think so. Probably not. What could it be then? What possible motive would there be to abduct her? I don't know. Maybe because Sedith is the brother? Maybe they want something from Sedith? I don't know. Lots of different possibilities. Looks like there's some in the dining hall, which is right up ahead. So let's go ahead and go. I thought that was Sylvian for a second, but it doesn't look like it. This dude's right here. Ingrid just about slapped the teeth out of my head. All I did was suggest that Flayn might have eloped. What? Quite an insensitive joke. We have this guy here. Are you looking for Flayn's kidnapper? I can't say anything for sure, but I do have suspicions about Eureka. There's something about how he's handling his blade lately. It seems more impulsive than usual. Wouldn't hurt to try speaking with him at least. At this hour, I think you'll find inspiring Catherine at the training grounds. So instead of just having all of these conversations, it looks like they are giving hints about who it could be that are suspicious to them. There's this person. The whole monastery has been turned upside down. I wonder if we're still going to have the Battle of the Eagle and the Lion next month. It's a yearly tradition, but with things are the way they are right now, it's hard to imagine. At any rate, I hope they find Flayn soon. I guess not everyone is concerned about Flayn. A beautiful, delicate maiden vanishing into thin air. It looks like something out of a book. If it were a book, we would have no need to worry. She would be rescued presently by a dashing nobleman. Do you have any idea as to where she might be? Where she might have wandered off to? Looking for treats or flowers? Why? Why would you deduce these two places? That is what I thought. Why I'm here, in fact, but she's nowhere to be seen. Oh, I didn't know I can increase bond with them like that. I hope Flayn isn't going hungry. If someone really kidnapped her, I'll never forgive them. Now that I think about it, I saw Eloise hang out by the pond not too long ago. He was always getting into trouble for trying to talk to Flayn, you know. What? It's probably a crazy thought, but I'm starting to worry. What? Eloise? Really? The training grounds is here. They were saying that... Wait, that's the Knight's Hall. Wait, where's the training grounds? Training grounds is over here with Catherine, so we can go talk to her. Doesn't look like there's anyone else here. Did you hear about Flayn? It's just one thing after the other this year, I swear. Some of the lower ranked knights are searching for her in the town. If they find anything, I'll know. What? Eureka? Come to think of it, I haven't seen him today. What would make you suspect him? The mask he wears is suspicious. I heard he goes out every night. I see. Well, I'll let the knights know. Because we chose the right option there. Alright, so we're done with the training grounds. The moss guy is usually in the library, right? Geralt is there too. Would he still be in the library? Let's see. I don't think that's him. We can't even talk to that person. So it looks like there's no one here. Anyone on the second floor? We can't go to the second floor, okay. I wonder if that area will ever open up. Like, as we progress further, maybe. Reflecting on it now, Flayn has always seemed a rather odd person. She appears young, yet there is something about her that seems much older than her years suggest, and she's quite wise, but also surprisingly naive. Maybe she's actually a ghost. Maybe she lived a very sheltered life. You might be right. Whatever the case, Seth seems to care for her more than anything. He is very overprotective of her, I think. But we don't really know why. Like, if something happened to trigger that response, where it's just, he was always been like that. Let's see, Gilbert. Miss Flayn's whereabouts are unknown. Pray she is safe. We do not seem to have any leads at the present. Why don't no one have any leads? Hammer and Chisel frequently conducts research. Isn't that Hanneman? Is he here? He's not here. I think we only saw Geralt was here. Because of Flayn's disappearance, all the knights are searching non-stop, but we haven't found a single lead. Said his face is getting paler by the minute. It's hard to watch. Well, I guess it's a good thing that he's concerned. Can we talk to Sedith here? I'll find her, I swear. Try not to worry. That's all I can ask. Please lend me your aid. She would have never left the monastery on her own volition. Why is there no trace of her to be found? Quite odd indeed. Right, we've talked to all the people here. Actually, we didn't talk to Ash here. Let's go here. I guess we're talking to everyone today, even if they're not part of the little red quest bubbles. He's all the way at the end here. I heard something like this happened last year too. Neither the culprit nor the missing student were ever found last time. Some people say it was the work of evil spirits. And it could be the same culprit. Could there be a connection? But that's a year ago. And they never raised suspicion. Looks like there's something at the end here. Portrait of Rhea. Someone with an emotional attachment to her? No one here. Well, I guess we can finish out the cathedral up here. Fire coordinator is here. I guess we could ask the counselor. There's 2 notes. We'll see if we fail all these. I like to borrow a book from the library, but there are so many to choose from I can't decide. So we had to choose a book for him. This is like a wild guess. I have no idea. I guess we'll go with the sword. Nope. Not for him. Even if I find love, I won't be able to live without money. I'd like to get married someday, but refuse to go back being poor. Only need money to survive. Love and money aren't mutually exclusive. Strive for both. There we go. That one is easier. Was easier. There is another quest up here. Let's go ahead and talk to this lady. Dear goddess, hear my prayer. Please watch over Flayn. Please protect her. Find medicinal herbs that will help a horse have a safe delivery and give it to her. You may find what you need growing in the greenhouse. Herbs fit for a horse. I don't know what is good for a horse, herb-wise. Crest of Saros belongs to someone affiliated with the church. Isn't that like almost everyone here? There is a person here. I've served here in Garakmok in some capacity or another for several decades now, but after all this time, even I can't claim to know everything about the layout. Searching the entire interior of the monastery is a more difficult task than you may think. It makes you wonder who designed such a titanic compound. There are fragments of records remaining from its original construction, but none of them name an actual architect. Well, they spend a long time planning out this whole place. It's giant. I guess we'll go to the reception hall next. That's where more of the quests are. It's a little bit more spread out now. Professor, I saw him at night wielding a gigantic scythe. It was just like the rumors say, all covered in jet black armor. Or is the Death Knight? I just know it. You don't think he has something to do with her disappearance, do you? He could be. He's very... We didn't get to confront him that time because we were scared that we would just die, but maybe it is him. Hey, Professor, have you seen Manuela? I saw her running off somewhere in a terrible hurry. I wonder if it had anything to do with Flayn's disappearance. Do you know? You're on first name terms with Professor? That seems to be an odd comment. Oh yes, didn't you know she was the senior diva in our opera company? Petra's here. Flayn was child-napped. This is what you are thinking, and the villain is inside our monastery. I must have admittance. One person has to be catching my eye. Shemir is a knight, not like the other knights. Her movements are being reminders of... No, they remind me of warriors of Brigid. If she was here, what was she getting up to? We definitely don't know much about her. Do you think Flayn was kidnapped? She must have been, or is there another explanation? Like, everyone is pointing to it being a kidnapping. I have a feeling you're right, we really need to find her quickly. We'll find her soon, by the end of the month. Not very quick, though. I've only ever spoken to Flayn a handful of times. She always seems so naive about the ways of the world. I'm worried about her. Do you think she'd be easily deceived? Yes, I'm afraid so. I just hope she comes home safe. Everyone wants her home safe. Cyril is here. What is this? I got an owl feather and there was just an owl that flew overhead. Can't believe Flayn just disappeared. I don't like it one bit. Oh, are you here to see someone? Eloise and Shemir and all the knights have gone ahead into town. Or are going to town. Bulletin board. The owl's just perched there. Guess that's your home. I can only imagine how worried Sedith must be, but isn't mobilizing the entire order of knights a bit excessive? I was originally assigned to investigate those reports of the Death Knight in the town near Grogmok. When I think of how many more victims that dastard might claim while we are all busy searching for Flayn, I'm sorry that was insensitive. We're all under a lot of stress right now. It's important that we find her quickly. Well, Sedith does have a lot of power, so... he couldn't mobilize everyone. I guess he has the backing of Rhea too, so... I wonder if there's something there about the two of them, but who knows. There have been a lot of rumors swirling around lately about a Death Knight who kidnaps people from a nearby town. You don't think Flayn was, do you? We can't rule it out. Whether the rumors are true or not, I just hope that Flayn is safe. So it looks like people are suspecting the Death Knight as well. Only we've seen him. Oh, wait, he's here? Is something the matter? I see, so Flayn has gone missing. I will do what I can to support the search. So he didn't know she was missing at all. It seems that you are a bit suspicious of me. Might I ask your reasons? Why were you asking about her? I was away from the monastery for a few years, but do not forget I've spent more than 4 decades in total working here at Grogmok. Yet it was not until recently that I learned that Sedith has a sister. It is only natural to be curious, don't you think? I assure you there is nothing more to it than that. How long has Sedith been here then? Has he been here a long time and then all of a sudden there was a sister, or... I don't know. We'll see. Alright, we're done here. Let's go ahead and head over, I guess, to the entrance hall. And then we can pick up the one on the top there too. We have one right here. Do you think that Flayn would disappear like this? Sedith must be worried sick. I haven't got much to go off of, and perhaps it's out of line for me to feel so uncomfortable. But something has been bothering me for a while about Gilbert. I feel as though I've met him somewhere before. I also noticed him staring intently at Annette once. We talked to Gilbert already, I remember. Let's go up the stairs. Let's grab this one first. I don't know if she ran off or got kidnapped or what. I just know that Flayn's in trouble. That's it. I can't keep sitting around. I gotta go find her. Now, where do I start? We are just going around asking people. We have this guy. Did you see anything? Nothing get past you. Today there is quite a bit to report. There is a masked individual who has been going into town every evening and not returning until the following morning. You see nothing get past this guard. I doubt it has anything to do with Flayn's disappearance, though. Well, better safe than sorry, I'd always say. Jamie is here. What brings you here? I'm taking a break. Is this about Flayn? You find me suspicious. You're not from Fodlan? What did you do before coming to the monastery? Guess we can ask that. Somewhere else fighting, is that a problem? I understand that I don't fit in among the Knights of Saros, but hardly links me to Flayn's disappearance. She's offended. Oh, we didn't even get this one here. But we're closer. Okay, let's get... Oh, that's Alois. Let's go ahead and talk to him. Did you want to talk? What? Me abduct Flayn? You can't really believe I did that. Did you find anything in the pond? I hear she's always yelling at you. What's in the pond? This may sound silly, but I was too scared to even look. I couldn't bear the thought of finding her in its depths. Can we actually go in it? Nope. Let's go ahead and get the one up top. There's no way to run over there, so... Or to teleport over there, so I'll just run really quickly. Lindhard is here. No, I haven't seen her. She's been abducted. You're looking for her. Sorry, my mind was somewhere else. I just recently learned she had a crest. Did you know that? If it was a particularly rare crest, I could imagine Professor Hanneman would have quite an intense interest in her. Oh no, I'm not accusing Professor Hanneman of abducting Flayn. Sounds like you kind of were. Maybe not. He was very interested in ours too. There's one out here. It looks like after talking to some people, it might... I don't know if this was always here. Flayn's disappearance is most troubling. Who would suspect me? You know what? I'll tell you who. A fool, that's who. Is her crest rare enough to justify kidnapping? Her crest, the major crest of Kaitlynn, is rare, but there are others who possess it. I like how he just, like, told us what it was. Wait, we had a lost item for him with the chisel, hammer and chisel here. Conducts research. Can't believe I left this behind. Cool. Got a lost item. Returned. A lot of items around. Got some seeds. Be useful for our greenhouse. Young noble who owns territory. I have my suspicions. This might be the first time I've ever seen Seth look so worn down. If poor Flayn was lured away by anyone, I personally think the clear suspect is that miscreant from Dusker. Those people are deceptive by nature. Everyone's just pointing fingers. Right, so it does look like after talking to different people, it will trigger other quests here, so we'll go back here. They were suspecting Gilbert, Geralt, and ourselves as well, so I don't know. Because of Flayn's disappearance, all the knights are searching non-stop. What's that? You're looking for Manuela? Well, I did pass by her earlier. She was carrying something, a mask of some sort. We have two masks here. This guy's not close to the guy, so I can't say for sure, but come to think of it, you could be right. Go talk to Gilbert. I'm one of the suspects, am I? Well, hopefully I can lay your suspicions to rest. Do you know of my, let's call it, unique situation? Your true identity? I was once a knight in service of Fargus royal family. If Ingrid believes you saw me before, I was likely in the kingdom capital. And that is, she is my, but no, I would appreciate it, Professor, if you would ask me no more. Alright, we have to go report to Edelgard. So, let's go report to Edelgard then. Maybe she will consolidate some of this information for us. Let's go here. Have you found something? This month only. Oh, so it does tell you if it's, like, if it'll be across months or not. Manuela ran off with Yuritsa's mask. We'll have to speak with both of them, but where could Manuela be? Yuritsa's likely at the training grounds or in his quarters on the eastern side of Knight's Hall. Knight's Hall is here. Looks like it's just Hubert there, though. There's no one here. At the Knight's Hall. That owl again. Hubert's out here. If Flayn's been taken hostage, then we know she is alive, at least for now. There would be no point in abducting her. If simple murder was the objective, that's only logical. Okay, there is a shiny thing here. Beyond here is Yuritsa's room. Note that the current month will end and the story will progress. All activities, special events for the month will be skipped. What? No, wait, we'll come back to that. We still have activity points to do. Manuela's usually in the greenhouse. We've seen her many times in here. Let's harvest. We'll take all of those, gain our professor level, and then we can just put some more in. We'll go with the ones we have the most. They're all 2, so we'll just infuse with magic. Be the cheapest way to go about it. Birthing herbs. Strong enough for a horse. I guess we found that. The one we needed for the quest. Rich red flowers sprout from these seeds. I think let's go ahead and replenish all of our stuff down here. Make sure that we are ready for a battle. I don't want to hire, I want to replenish. Go ahead and do that. 131. What about you? Repair? Can you just repair all? Do I have to repair one by one? Repair? Do I have to repair one by one? Really? It should have that whole replenish all thing too. Or maybe there is one, we just don't know. It's actually very costly to repair. Wait. I wasn't actually looking at the cost, but that's very costly. Is it cheaper just to buy a new one? It also requires smithing stones. Wait, 350? I think the javelin was more expensive. Well, I guess they are more expensive overall. Javelin's 700. So it's still cheaper. It's still very expensive. This guy. Maybe we can give him a steel lance, actually. I wonder if it's the same price if we let it go down a little bit more. I think we should be okay for now. Like, if it costs the same and it's... If it goes, like, lower, I guess that should be okay. We haven't found our adorable boy, though. Let's go ahead and go here. We'll give the horse herbs here. We also need to raise motivation and use all of our activity points first. And then we can see what the Yuritsa guy is. But he's very suspect then if it progresses the story like that. That would mean we skip directly to the end of the month. Dining hall, and let's see whose motivation we need to increase. These two are already fully motivated. Everyone likes this. What is this? Fried pheasant. Are all the people in our house already happy? Is there a way we can check their motivation? Because if everyone's motivated, then I'm not gonna eat stuff. Alright then, since everyone is motivated, I am not gonna do that then. Let's go ahead and increase our... We'll do our faculty trainings then. Let's go to Gilbert and Geralt. Let's see what they can teach us here. Oh, we can talk to her again. Let's see, Flayn's mask. What, have you ever seen her wearing a mask? Well, let's level up our authority then. We don't use lance. So let's go ahead and do this. Thank you. And Gilbert is outside. I don't think we've ever asked him to do our faculty training. Let's go ahead and see... Oh, Wait. Oh no, he says the same thing. Alright, let's see what you can teach us here. None of these are what we need. So, we'll leave that alone then. Gilbert, you have nothing to teach us. Let's go to Catherine. We do have sword here. Let's increase our sword. We only get a good with her. That's fine. Who else? Looks like Eloise can teach us stuff. Maybe I should have checked the motivation thing earlier. Because then now we are like going back to all of these people that we've talked to already. We don't have Axe or Brawl. Okay, so none for us. I wonder if Hanneman has something to teach us. Let's see. Said it would never allow it. Makes sense. Hanneman's not for us either. Let's see. We actually haven't talked to Rhea today, and it looks like she's the last one. Actually, Shamir can teach us stuff too, right? Where is Rhea? We didn't see her here earlier. Oh, here? Have you still not found any leads regarding Flayn's whereabouts? I have looked everywhere, not even Knights on Guard has seen anything of note. You're searching too? I care for her. She's like family to me. May the goddess protect dear Flayn until she returns to us. Faith. Let's see, we have sword. Increase that. She might be a swords user. She's like, stop suspecting me. This lance. She's a lance user. Alright, so what are we gonna do with this last 2 points? That's a first, that we actually don't use all of our points up. I guess we could just go to the dining hall here. And we'll see what this hunting festival is. We can actually eat with someone else. Maybe these guys, so we could get them to join our house. Claude is here. I'm assuming that we would not be able to invite Claude to our house. Let's go ahead and have a meal with them. That smell, it's amazing. My fave. In fact, do you like it too? This looks appetizing. Bond among the three of you has grown stronger. We gain our professor level. Right, let's see. Who else can we invite over? Oh, Shamir's a sniper. Why she teach a lance? I guess we can just go down the list then. Dadu and Ingrid, we'll share a meal. I like this. I appreciate any good meal, but nothing beats enjoying my favorite food. Alright, we are back in our room here, and I think I'm going to end the episode here for today. I think we were able to find out some information about the disappearance of Flayn. It seems like Yuritsa, is that her name? Or his name? Is the primary suspect there, because we need to go to his house, and that seemed to be going to advance the story to the end of the month. So I don't think I'm going to do that right away. I might do a little bit more training beforehand, since it is only the start of the month. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And at the end of the month, we'll come back here and explore again. And since everyone has high motivation, we can get some training in ahead of time. Anyways, thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!